So let's say again, this is our liver. And in the blood, in the body, amino acid must be 15 milligram. And in here, amino acid rich blood is coming, hepatic portal vein. And in here, amount of amino acid is 20 milligram. So liver will take this 5 milligram as excess amount and will convert it. It will go to the deamination process. It will convert it to the urea, ammonia, and then to the urine. Another thing, guys, we said that there are 3 types of nitrogenous wastes. So these 3 examples were ammonia. Their molecular formula is not needed. You need only to learn their names. Ammonia we have, then we have urea, and we have uric acid. What are the major properties of these 3 molecules? Because ammonia is most toxic. Toxic, you know, is poisonous. Urea is less toxic. But urea is also toxic, guys, don't forget, but it is less toxic. Uric acid is like least toxic. They have also some toxic property. This is one thing, what you need also to learn, especially for ammonia and urea, you need to learn. If we will talk about their solubility in water, ammonia is very soluble. Ammonia is very soluble in water. Very soluble in water.
Mr. Pervis, those are what?
These are 3 types of nitrogenous wastes. Nitrogenous wastes which living things can produce, let's say, not only human. Animals are producing. Urea is less toxic and, of course, less soluble. Less soluble. Of course, in water, again, I'm not writing the same words. But uric acid is insoluble, guys. It is insoluble. It is not dissolving. It is not dissolving in water. And I will write one example of animal which can release this substance as a major waste product. Ammonia mostly excreted by water animals, such as fish, most fish, let's say. Let's write not only fish, most fish. Most fish release as a major product ammonia. Because why? You know that ammonia, again, is very soluble. So if you want to remove ammonia, you need also to lose water with it. Fish is living in water, so there's no problem with water for fish. Fish is aquatic animal. It is, you know, living in water. But urea and uric acid mostly belongs to terrestrial animals, the animals which live on land. So urea is a major product of mammals. Mammals are mostly use urea as a major product. Again, I'm repeating, human also in here. Human is also in here. But uric acid, first guys, don't forget, uric acid is a paste-like because it is insoluble. And you know birds have droppings, white things, which is coming. That white structured paste-like substance is their excretory product. It is uric acid. It's their urine. So birds are mostly using uric acid. Also reptiles have this property, such as snakes, lizards. This is also needed information. And now I will give you third information. Yes, third, I'm listening. What's your question?
Yeah, Ms. Pervis, does it mean like in this nitrogenous waste, all of these 3, like they must contain there, or like only one of them?
No, let's say that this information, I'm just giving an example. Let's say in our urine, urea is 2 milligram, urea is 2 milligram, ammonia is 0.01 milligram, and uric acid 0.03 milligram. So mostly we use urea.
Yes.
Okay, like this one.
Okay, thank you.
Concentrations, let's say, are different from each other. Now I will give you another detail how urea will move. So we said that urea produced, you can write this information also, urea produced by the liver, but excreted by kidney, which is mostly, as we said, mostly it is, guys, kidney, and skin, sweat, by sweat glands. Sweat glands. Some amount, as we said. Now, I will show you how it is passing from liver to kidney. So let's say that this is our liver. Liver, you know, guys, it is located at the right side. And in here we have, let's say, kidney. Kidneys are bean-shaped organs. They are very small. They are much smaller, guys. They are much smaller than liver. Liver, you know, is your biggest organ. So now let's learn how it's going. Firstly, guys, urea will go from liver to kidney by blood, because you know blood is your major transport medium. You carry substances throughout the body, mostly in the blood. So from liver, blood firstly will go to the heart. From the heart, it goes to the lung. From the heart, it goes to the lungs. From the lungs, it goes back to the heart. And from the heart, later goes to the kidney. This is our general pathway. Now I'll give you with more details, or I will ask from you. So my question, first question, guys, do you remember, or who can answer to this question, how blood goes, like exact name of blood vessels? Okay, I'm asking the names of blood vessels. How it's going from the liver to the heart, the pathway. It is passing by which blood vessels? So blood, yes.
Was it hepatic vein?
Very good. So leaves as hepatic vein, then from hepatic vein it goes to the inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava. From inferior vena cava, blood now goes to the right side of the heart. Yes, it was vein, Maria. I'm repeating again, it was hepatic portal, inferior vena cava. Okay. So I'm writing with...
Can you please write that, Mr. Perez?
Yes, I'm writing with the detail. Look, guys, the liver we have. After leaving liver, blood, you know, that leaves liver as hepatic vein, just. Hepatic vein. Not hepatic portal vein, okay? Hepatic portal vein is coming. Hepatic vein. From hepatic vein, it goes to the inferior vena cava. From inferior vena cava, blood arrives to the heart, to the right atrium. Then, thank you, Rashid, for information. From right atrium, blood goes to the right ventricle. From right ventricle, blood will go to the pulmonary artery. It is pulmonary artery, guys. PA is pulmonary artery, don't forget. Or I will write because you will. Pulmonary artery, it goes to the pulmonary artery. From pulmonary artery, of course, it is arriving to the lung. And in the lung, there will be gas exchange. Then blood leaves as pulmonary vein. Pulmonary vein, as you know, goes to the left side, to the left atrium, then to the left ventricle, then aorta, because you know that aorta takes blood from the left ventricle. And aorta divides into different branches, and one of them is renal artery. Renal artery. I think you know renal. Renal means kidney, guys. You know adrenal glands. We had a lesson about the specific names of blood vessels. We had renal, yes, hepatic. We had carotid, coronary, pulmonary. So after renal artery, it will enter to the kidney. So look, guys, kidney and liver, how they are moving by the order. Actually, our liver, you know, that is located in here on the right side under the diaphragm. Yes, we have diaphragm in here, which separates your chest and your abdomen. And it's located in this region. And your kidneys are in here, guys. Actually, they are very close to each other, but there's no another way of movement. So they must go by blood, and blood always moves in one way. As you know, there's one-way movement. So in here, you can see that when blood goes from liver to kidney, it is passing firstly through the right side of the heart, lung, then left side of the heart, because we have double circulation. We had a question about it. We have double circulation. Blood passes twice through the heart in one complete circuit. Then it goes through aorta to the kidney. Yes, Ferit, I'm listening.
Ms. Perez, this all is a passage of urea or what?
Again?
I mean, this all is a passage of urea or like it's just a passage by the blood?
Yes, this is a passage of urea, but at the same time, how blood is moving from liver to kidney.
Okay.
Because yeah, all substances will move by this way if they will go from liver to kidney. So we finished actually about the nitrogenous compounds. So I'm going to the book. Did you finish also this information? Do you have any question or problem?
No.
Okay.
No.
Now, okay, thank you for sharing. So guys, in here, they are giving the same informations. Now I will give you information. Let's talk about the functions of liver because it's very important for us. Functions of liver. There are many informations, guys. An example, in medicine, they are saying that there are more than 300. Even there are books, they are saying that more than 500 different functions of the liver. So liver is very important organ for us. Like all organs are important, but in the liver, we have many functions. And now we will have 10 functions of them, 10 functions. First function, guys, the amination process. So liver, as you see, converts excess amounts of amino acids into urea and carbohydrates, another part, by the process of deamination. So it is first function. So you can write this one, guys. Write functions of the liver. Functions of the liver. So as I said, first, deamination. Because actually we wrote what was deamination. Second, guys, liver can produce some blood proteins. Produces some blood proteins. I will give you one example also in our book, fibrinogen. Fibrinogen, guys. Do you remember what was the function of fibrinogen?
Helps with clotting.
Very good.
Yeah.
Fibrinogen, very good, guys. Fibrinogen is needed for clotting. As you remember, during the clotting process, fibrinogen changes into fibrin. And
What about
fibrin
platelets?
Platelets are beginning the process. The process is beginning with the platelet. If you remember, Maria, we said that actually clotting is composed from many steps. Yes, it's not only one process, one reaction. It's like, you know, chain. Step by step, they are affecting each other. And at the last step, fibrinogen changes into fibrin and fibrin stops bleeding. but process begins with platelet. This is the reason why we are learning platelet's name. This is the second function, guys. So liver can make some blood proteins. Fibrinogen is one of the example. Or we are not learning in IGCSE. There's another protein known as heparin. It is also produced by the liver. You know, liver means hepatic artery from the name. Heparin is removing clot in the vessel. If it happens inside, they are removing. Then another function of liver is liver destroys old red blood cells. Destroys old red blood cells. As you know, red blood cells live 120 days approximately, and they are produced by the bone marrow, red bone marrow mostly. Also, they are produced by red bone marrow. But after 120 days, nearly 4 months, red blood cells, let's say that they can't carry needed amount of oxygen, and we need to destroy to remake new examples. Make new examples. In this case, we have two organs which destroy old red blood cells. One of them was liver. Guys, do you remember what was the second organ which makes this function also?
It was actually near kidney. I forgot. It was actually.
It is?
Gallbladder. No, pancreas.
Yes.
No, it's
No,
not.
no.
It's near,
Gallbladder.
it is near to the pancreas. No, it was near to the pancreas. Spleen.
Spleen?
Spleen,
Ah.
spleen. Yes, of course. Yes, of course. Spleen, guys. Another function of liver. So liver destroys, don't forget, old red blood cells. Then liver, you know that from digestive system, it makes bile. Bile. Bile, as we know, produced by the liver, stored in the gallbladder. It was important also for the fat digestion because it makes emulsification of fat, mechanical digestion. There is no enzyme. In the bile, we had bile salt, which is making this process, fat digestion, related to this fat digestion. And in the bile, we had bile pigments. Guys, do you remember how body produces bile pigment? Bile pigments produced from the red blood cells. So when red blood cells are destroyed by the liver, some, let's say that unneeded parts of red blood cell will make this pigment. Another one, liver works with carbohydrates. So it is working with carbohydrate metabolism. Carbohydrate metabolism. Now I'll give you information. What's the meaning of carbohydrate metabolism? Guys, when we eat more glucose than we need, do you remember the storage form of glucose? We store which substance as a glucose storage?
Glycogen?
Yes.
Starch.
Glycogen, no, guys. Starch belongs to plants, yes. In animals, it is glycogen. So when you have more glucose, you convert it into glycogen for storage. Guys, do you remember what was the name of hormone which makes this process in the liver?
Glucagon?
Insulin.
Ah.
Yes, insulin, guys. Insulin is making this process. So this process also occurs in the liver. So this is the reason why we wrote that liver makes carbohydrate metabolism or works with the metabolic carbohydrate metabolism because of this change, or vice versa. Guys, let's finish this functions of the liver, then we will finish. Probably it will take 5-6 minutes. I don't think it will be more. Let's look to the opposite one. Glycogen, when we are hungry, glycogen will change into glucose. By which hormone?
Glucagon.
Yes, glucagon. Glucagon. Guys, do not mix these two substances, glycogen and glucagon. Glucagon is hormone, glycogen is polysaccharide. It's a polysaccharide. Guys, do you remember insulin and glucagon produced by which organ?
Pancreas.
Okay, very good. Yes, both are produced by pancreas. They produced by pancreas. But I'm repeating again, produced by pancreas, but work in the liver or in the muscle. Mostly the liver will be an answer. Another function, it is our sixth function, detoxification. 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 Detoxification, from the name you can understand. This is the destroying of toxin, poison, such as alcohol, guys. So when we drink, people, let's say not we, when people drink alcohol, as you know, at the same time is a poison for the body, for not only for human, like all living things. You know, we are using alcohol for the killing of bacteria, for disinfection. It means that alcohol is at the same time dangerous substance. It affects cell's membrane, outer part. So this is known as detoxification. So it destroys the toxins. But at the same time, if we consume more alcohol, this toxin can affect livers itself. There is one disease, maybe you heard about it, cirrhosis. Cirrhosis, guys. This disease, cirrhosis. During this disease, liver, because of the high intake, mostly it's related with the high intake of alcohol. So liver can't function normally. As a result, we will have many problems because you know that there are many functions of the liver. 7. It is our 7th function. Liver also stores some vitamins. Stores some vitamins. In our book, they also wrote vitamin D, but mostly we are learning A, D, E, K. Store some vitamins. We generally call these vitamins as fat-soluble vitamins. Fat-soluble vitamins.
What is vitamin E and K?
Vitamin E, they are acting as antioxidant. They are helping your metabolic reactions, let's say, and it's also related with the reproduction. But vitamin E, K is needed for clotting. So the people with less vitamin K, they will have problems with clotting process. A, you know, that is important for the height, for the vision, eye, and deficiency will make night blindness. But deficiency of vitamin D will make rickets disease. We learned it. Vitamin D, we learned it, as you know. Another function, number 8, it stores potassium. Stores potassium. It is potassium, guys, don't forget. And the last function makes cholesterol. Liver makes cholesterol.
How about bile production?
No, bile we wrote actually. We wrote it. Yes. Look in here, Sabina.
It was
Fourth
the fourth one.
Yes, my X file, we said.
Okay, thank you.
Yes. So you are not listening, probably.
I am listening. I even wrote it. I just forgot.
Okay, okay. So makes cholesterol, guys, don't forget, makes cholesterol. One thing about cholesterol. Cholesterol, okay, if you remember from our previous lessons, we learned that it is harmful substance because it can make clotting inside of the vessel, or it makes atherosclerosis, which narrows the diameter of blood vessel, and in the future can make stroke, heart attack, cardiovascular diseases, coronary artery diseases, this type of problems. But cholesterol, firstly, if we take in a normal amount, let's say, this is very useful substance to the body. Cholesterol is one of the major compound in our membrane, animal membrane. So when animals want to make membrane, cell membrane, they need also to use cholesterol. But problem is when we take more cholesterol than we need produce, this will be a problem. So cholesterol in our body made in the liver, guys, don't forget. And it is needed for cell membrane. I'm writing for cell membranes. For cell membranes. Guys, actually, we finished this lesson also. For the next lesson on Thursday, we will talk about human excretory system. And I'm planning on Thursday to finish this topic. Then we will go to the chapter 13 about the control brain, you know, hormones. Do you have any question?
No.
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 Okay.
No.
Okay, guys, revise by yourself, try to learn it. If you will have any question, write by WhatsApp or write by WhatsApp to me. There's no problem, I will answer.
Okay, thank
See
you.
you guys. Have a nice day. Thank
Okay.
you for joining.
Bye.
See you.
Have a nice
Goodbye,
Goodbye.
goodbye.
Have a nice day.
Goodbye.
Ciao.
You too, guys. See you. Goodbye.